Morning, everyone. Nice to see you, Ellen, Georgette, and Carla, and Nerisse. Welcome to Sabbath. And good morning to each one on this Sabbath day, a day to give us time to just stop and come apart and rest from the everyday stuff that fills our day. So happy July 2. It is 4th of July weekend. A lot of remembrance of why we can have 4th of July and the freedom that we experience. Let's pray. Good morning, Father. We are here in this moment to be near to you. We are drawn to you, the light, because we want to be like you. So open our eyes, open our ears, and most of all, our hearts and minds and souls to your voice today. These things we ask in your name. Amen. One of my favorite authors is Andy Nash. And in the May review, he wrote this. He does these one-pagers that he says more with less words, kind of like Abraham Lincoln. So this one is his warm greetings from the desert. And we've all experienced the desert wilderness in the last 2 years, going on 3. So warm from the desert. I'm writing from the desert. No, not the spiritual desert where I've traveled plenty of times before and may have even crossed paths with you. I'm writing from the desert itself, the desert of Sinai. The past few days, as I've journeyed across the dreary expanse, and last night as I sat alone in the bulwark of Sinai, I've been processing the journey that led one person and later 2 million to this very spot. Like Moses himself, we might take a wrong turn and price. Moses found himself, he took his calling into his own hands rather than letting God lead. Who knows? God might have been close to delivering Moses' people, perhaps even through the princess who was about to become an unlikely Pharaoh. Instead, Moses set things back 40 years. The other pathway to the desert is simply our circumstances. You may be in the desert because of what someone else did, or even this, you might be in the desert because God is patiently allowing someone else's cup to fill up, giving them every possible chance, such as the Amorites in Canaan. This isn't easy stuff. But the more we have a heart like Christ, the more we can hear and bear the cup he gives us. Whatever brought you to the desert, whether it's your actions or someone else's, there are 2 ways you can respond. You can let it refine you, or you can let it destroy you. Moses was willing to let the desert refine him, to grow him and prepare him for a special work. God needed to get Moses out of Egypt, and Egypt out of Moses. While Moses' dramatic new identity in the desert might have seemed embarrassing by his former world's measure of success, Moses stayed faithful and he stayed busy. The 2 things we must do in the desert. During those 40 years, Moses humbly tended his father-in-law's sheep and wrote a couple of books, Genesis and Job. Most of Moses' people didn't allow themselves to be fully refined in the desert. This didn't mean necessarily that they'd lost their salvation, but it did mean that they'd lost the abundant life that God desired for them. Are you battling some disappointments or frustrations? Maybe questioning your commitment to Pathfinders in the leadership role. Maybe you have health challenges or family concerns or work issues, or maybe you're even questioning your faith or beliefs. You feel like you are wandering in the desert wilderness. Then it's time to plant a garden in your personal desert. So find simplicity and silence and solitude, and then surrender. Let's pray. Precious Father, thank you for your never-ending love, never-ending patience, and never-ending mercy as you draw us to you. You know each heart here today, the struggles, the pain, the loneliness, maybe the guilt and fears and helplessness, and yes, the joys. So fill each one with peace so that the joy of our salvation can overflow to all that you send to us. Tomorrow is a new day, Lord. Thank you for new opportunities and new beginnings. These things we ask in your name. Amen.